It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders. Coming up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend 2 plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Johnny Newton there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. And the pistol, Jackson ready. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. Here's 3rd and 2. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And he's got it. That'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Bateman is the motion man. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing again, Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Bateman is the motion man. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-3 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
Hopkins sent in motion. Quick throw, taken in.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Jackson up top again. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. No motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. Officially a 29-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin Eckler now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. And Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He's going to keep it himself. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On play action, Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Third down coming up.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hill. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down. Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2nd and a yard. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A first down throw for Jackson. A throw left side, caught by Andrews.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Again, it's Jackson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Commanders' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Daniels will have the 1st down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. Gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. There's Ertz.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jackson. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short, Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Got a man, it's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Daniels gonna throw again. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. To throw is Daniels. Now he'll... And he's in! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes Hill on the return. Ho-ho! Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bateman is the motion man. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They send him right out of the slot. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top and looking for Andrews.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This is why speed on the perimeter is just so critical. To be able to get from the right side of the field all the way across to the left downfield, you better get there quickly, because I'll tell you what, those pass rushers up front, they're not getting further away.
Here's Robinson. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll run here with Eckler. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, Second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up.
What's out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it, and the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down, Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the give, it's Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll go again with Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get about 5. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.